Hey everyone, Steve Vincent here, VIPidaho.com. Jody Gray and I run a real estate business. We also do mentoring and investing and building a portfolio and all those fun things. So I wanted to share a video together with you to kind of go over a couple things. Leadership was one, and then the current today's trends with what's going on. So if your leadership, from my opinion, is about people. It isn't about the rank you have. It's not about the position you hold. It's about your ability to do your job supporting who's ever above you. But more importantly, it's even more about people that report to you or you're serving. Leadership's a pretty delicate, sensitive position because there's some inherent power and some inherent authority with it. But overall, when it comes down to leading, when it comes down to being a servant to others, sorry, I'm pulling out of the garage here. Leadership really is not about the person in the position, it's about the people you serve or the people that work for you. I think we often get lost in leadership as far as what it means to be in a lead role. Whatever that position is, it's a pretty sensitive one, especially when you have people that look up to you for the first time that you've acquired, or you've hired. So if you're an organization and you hire people that have never worked before, they're looking up to you for the first time as a leader to teach them, because one day they might be in the role that you're in and you need them to be successful. There's a great book called Good to Great, and it discusses this. And John Maxwell's got this 5 levels of leadership, which I've read several times, and that's a perfect book, between different levels of leadership. Some people take advantage of the position they're in, and some people grow into a leader. So what I've always tried to strive for, is not just to be a leader, but I figured out what kind of leader I wanted to be and how I wanted to be the influential leader that I wanted to be, and have the impact that I wanted to have to get the desired outcome I was trying to achieve. And I've worked really hard at various skills, whether it's being a people person, it's learning to speak in public, it's learning to do counseling one-on-one, development, and then obviously being comfortable enough to make decisions, getting input from others that are in the areas that you need perspective on. So it's dynamic on purpose because there's special people to get there. Not everybody can get there. And it's okay not to be able to go up, but using your position and power to serve you is not what leadership is about. It's never been that way. It's never going to be that way. As far as the current climate goes with folks out there, I know there's, like job hirings, there's like massive amounts of bonuses and high rates and all that stuff. I would say to this, if you're in a position where you are struggling to make ends meet, it isn't about the job. This is where I struggle with this economic times that we're in. I know we put ads out there to hire, and people like make fun of us or they make derogatory comments on what we're doing. I would argue this, the approach that's being taken is the wrong approach, not because they're bad people, but because they haven't been taught that you starting out as a brand new employee or you having some seasonal work, the job will pay you what that job pays in the industry. If you're not happy with what you're making, you have to take it upon yourself to invest into you to become better at what you're doing versus waiting for the employer to hand you money because, I'm job shopping around and I can get a job making $18 an hour somewhere else flipping burgers or, being customer service. I would argue that you do that too many times and everything is going to go up in price. So if you think you're making money now, pretty soon you're right back to where you started because the economics don't support that. Everything will have to go up in price. Everything will have to go up in cost. So although I get the $15 minimum wage, which I think is what everybody's trying to get to on the political side to prove a point, I think in the end it hurts everybody because once the dust settles, we're all going to be in the same boat. We're all paying higher prices. The guy making $30 an hour is gonna be making more than 30. The guy making 100 grand will end up making more than 100 grand, simply because the economics have to go that way. One group of people going from $8 or $10 an hour to $15 an hour isn't going to stop. It goes up through all the values or salaries and then hourly rates, and that's by design. You can't have one group making a substantial amount more an hour, because that's what it takes to live off of, and not reward the ones that have developed themselves, gone to school, do whatever, to take care of the families. We all want to take care of our families, but if you haven't developed yourself, if you haven't gone to a school, if you haven't learned to take yourself to the next level, that is on you. I stress this throughout my life and my career. You've got to look in the mirror and say, what do I want to do with my life, and how do I get there? And then you work on those things. And the employers are a vehicle to get you where you're going anyway. An employer isn't the end all. There might be a job you have in an employer where he or she can't pay you what you think you're worth. So then you take those skills and you apply somewhere else that can pay you what you're worth. That's normal. But to job shop around because you're not making 17 an hour or 15 an hour or 16 an hour, I would argue, good on you for trying. But at the end of the day, you need to develop yourself. You need to either improve skills, go to school, learn a trade, do something that provides more value, and then you'll get paid for what you're bringing to the table. Those are just my tidbits. If you disagree, I like to hear your disagreement. I understand people can't live off of $10, $12 an hour, but quite frankly, to be honest with you, it was never designed for you to live off of. It was an entry-level job to get you in the workplace so you could kind of get your feet wet, learn, develop, and grow, and then continue to provide additional benefit to an employer who's going to pay you more per hour because you obviously bring more to the table. That's all that's worth. You go to school, learn additional skills at school, get an education so you can do a higher level job, providing more value to the employer. Otherwise, start your own business up and then charge whatever you can charge based on your cost to make a profit. Anyway, that's just my tidbits. If you disagree, let me know. But I wanted to share that with you because it's been on my mind for quite some time. And as a real estate investor, as a business owner with Jody and us building this thing, I see a lot of these things going on, and it doesn't make sense to me because I know what I've gone through to get where I'm at, and it wasn't like anybody handed it to me. I didn't go to an employer and demand a certain wage. What I did is I got a job at a really low wage, and my goal was to show them what I was capable of, and then hopefully they could give me a raise. I know that's our perspective. If we hire somebody and we think they're worth more, we do our damn just to take care of them. So anyway, that's my tidbits. Thanks for watching. Please share, please subscribe. And yeah, I just wanted to voice some thoughts, get your thoughts, and please press the like button. And yeah, if you disagree, let me know. Have a great day, and it was great to share. Thanks.